is on.
Hey guys, everyone. Okay, good. A good group in already. All right, well, we will get started in a couple of minutes. I'll go over an intro of who I am. If you're wondering, I don't look like Tai, but I'll explain why I'm here today and why I'm excited to teach you guys everything. Okay, so we'll give it 2 more minutes. Let some people join. So yeah, while we wait, guys, tell me tell me in the chat where you're from and your big goal. Okay, like if you're trying to hit 10K, you're trying to set up a Shopify store, whatever that is, put it in the chat. Tampa, I'm in Florida too, Clearwater Beach. Shopify, I'm from Boston, trying to make a dollar, set up my online store. Derek, Sacramento, hit 20K. Relaunch my business website with video sales letter. Ukraine, Chicago, grow my Instagram, Houston. Build a Shopify store. Okay, good mix. Okay. All right. I will share my screen. Give me a second. We will jump in. So yeah, before I start, just so you guys know, my name's Rudy. If you just joined, basically how today will work is I'm going to do about 30, 40 minutes of training, 45 minutes of training, and then we'll do some 10, 15 minutes of Q&A at the end. Most of the chat goes to me, to the panelists, me and the co-hosts. When we're kind of going and kind of actually, going through the presentation, try and keep the chat clean. We have a Q&A, guys, so you should see a tab that says Q&A. That's better for questions, right? Because the chat gets busy. I'm not going to answer it during the presentation. So try and use the Q&A tab, okay? Keep the chat clean, let everyone concentrate, and then we'll do questions at the end, okay? So let me share my screen. Okay, so I should be able to see my screen. If you're wondering who I am, my name's Rudy, as you maybe guessed. I'm business partners with Tai on a couple of businesses. I run all the advertising for tailopez.com. Okay, so today we're going to teach you about how to get more customers online, how to sell more online. So Tai wanted me to do this presentation. I run a lot of his marketing and we're business partners together on other businesses. Okay. And my background, just so you guys have context, is I built my own businesses, a couple of them over multi-millions. I now have an agency as well as working with Tai with about 50 employees, and we run advertising. We're one of the biggest advertising companies in the world. We run ads for celebrities, Olympic athletes, large American brands, movie stars. So I've been advertising for 10 years. That's why, Tai partnered up with me and why he trusts me to run ads for tailopez.com, right? So you're learning from, someone that's been there, done that. I've built businesses from the ground up. So I understand where you guys are at. I saw a lot of your guys' goals. It's kind of how my goals were years ago, okay? So yeah, you're going to learn a lot from me today. This is all the stuff that we do with all those brands, okay? My agency does with all those brands, what I've done in my own businesses, and most importantly, what we do with tailopez.com as a website, okay? We run a lot of ads there. I'm sure you're here today because you've probably seen an ad at some point, right? It's probably one of the ways you found out about Tai was some sort of ad on YouTube, Facebook, etc. Okay, so last thing before we dive in, just tell me in chat, you're going to use one of two words. If you want to try and use advertising and get more sales for your own business, just put, for myself, okay, or myself. If you're trying to learn advertising and to get more sales for clients' businesses, if you want to be a consultant, write agency, okay? So either myself or agency or both, if you want to do both, okay? Just so I have an idea. So it's about 50-50. A lot of you want to do it for yourself, but agency, cool. So I've done both, guys, just so you have context why I'm asking that question. That's kind of normally the split, right? So I built my own fitness business to multi-millions when I first started. So that was for myself, right? That's actually how I got into this, and I got really good at it. And people started trying to hire me, okay? And I started charging a couple of grand to friends, and then 5 grand a month to friends to run their ads. And at this present day, my agency, we charge $15,000 a month. Okay. So we charge a lot of money to run people's ads. So it's if you get it right and you get really good at it, there's a lot of money to be made because guess what? If you can, being able to run ads either for your own business or for other people's, it's extremely powerful because what are you able to create? Okay. If you can run ads, what are you able to create? Just put in chat what you think. Any guesses? If you can master ads, what can you create? Okay. Yeah, basically endless sales, right? Or customers. I mean, it's broken down into phases. Phase one is you can provide more traffic, more people. The next thing is you can provide more high quality people, right? What do those people do? Hopefully buy. So you're providing more sales now, okay? And what does that lead to? More revenue in the business, okay? And then eventually, hopefully, more profit. So there's a few kind of positions in life that are extremely valuable. Is if you're able to save someone's life, right? Or if you're able to make them a lot of money. They're two of the most powerful positions to be in the world, right? If you can save someone's life or make them a lot of money. And guess what? If you can do that, you can charge a lot, right? And the third one is freedom. Keep people out of jail. Two of the highest paying jobs in the world is a doctor, saving someone's life, or an attorney, keeping them out of jail, right? So we're going to teach number three today, which is growing businesses, making more sales, okay? It's a very powerful position. Now, unlike being a doctor or an attorney, what do those two things require? There's a big barrier to actually doing them, a big downside to doing them. Becoming a doctor or attorney requires what? Clients, yes, but it requires a degree. Okay. It requires like 8 to 10 years of being in school, right? Like a $300,000 student loan. Okay. Whereas this, what's the cool thing about this? You can learn it today, take a couple of courses, apply it for yourself, start applying it for clients, and guess what? You're doing it, right? It's pretty low cost, pretty fast as well. We love speed. I don't think many of us want to spend 8 years at university to eventually make $300,000 a year, right? It's great if you can earn $300,000 a year, but it's going to take you 20 years to get there. 8 years in university, then another 5, 10 years, progressing, right? So the cool thing about this is you can learn it quicker, you can apply it virtually tomorrow if you learn everything today, take a few courses, right? Now, I'm not saying you guys are all going to get rich. I'm not saying you're going to earn what an attorney would earn or a doctor. I never said that, right? But it is putting you guys in a powerful position for the rest of your careers if you're able to learn how to generate more customers, more revenue, right? It's a valuable skill for your own businesses and maybe for other people, right? So let's dive in, okay? If you just got in here, my name's Rudy, business partners with Tai. I run all his ads, and today I'm going to teach you how we run ads, how you can get more customers, and 5 key aspects of driving more customers to your website, generating more sales, and running Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, okay? So if you've followed Tai for a while, you'll see that this is one of the first few times we've shared this, right? Tai has taught a lot of stuff over the years. I've followed him for years, a lot on mindset, a lot on different business aspects, investing, but very rarely has he taught how to run ads, okay? Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, how to get more customers, okay? So this is one of the first times we've done this. So please block out distractions, keep the chat pretty clean if you can. The team are monitoring it for spam, etc. And get ready to take notes. I'm going to give you some critical steps and some critical aspects of running traffic, getting more sales on your website that you don't want to miss. Okay. So in this training, you're going to discover a few key things. Firstly, you're going to see why getting organic traffic's kind of zombie mode. It's very slow. Okay. And it's almost dead at this point. Okay. You're going to see why blogging can take a very, very long time and it's not an effective solution in 2020 and beyond. Okay. I'll talk about that in a minute. you're going to learn about SEO. Maybe years ago or even today, people are saying, oh, do more SEO for your website. It's a big mistake. Don't do that. Okay. Big mistake. Okay. You want to, we're also going to talk about how having millions of followers probably isn't the best solution. You might think, well, if I just had as many followers as Tai, then I would be okay. That's not the case, okay? If you think about it, Tai has 10 million followers, but what does he do? He advertises more than pretty much anyone, right? Why would he do that? Look at all the biggest brands in the world: Nike, Adidas, McDonald's, Coca-Cola. They spend tens of millions of dollars on ads, right? So they all have big followings. We'll talk about how we use these methods to rapidly grow different businesses, not just tailopez.com. We use them against all the other subsidiaries and other brands that Tai owns: Farmer's Cart, Dress Barn, okay, all those other brands. We'll kind of go through behind the scenes tactics. So stuff that we do in what we call media buying, which means buying media space, Facebook space, Google space, how we run those ads, and the 5 most critical things to being successful online to get more sales with your ads. Okay. So why should you listen? Hopefully most of you are here at the intro. Okay. Collectively, me and Tai have spent millions on ads. We've run thousands of different successful campaigns for ads. Okay. If you want to work with us, like I said, I charge $15,000 to work with me. Tai would charge you even more than that, right? So this is the best way to learn from us with, no cost. Okay. And Tai and myself were one of the first to use Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, right? And then Tai especially has built some of the most successful advertising campaigns in history. The Here in My Garage one, it kind of broke the internet, right? It's had over 1 billion impressions. And, myself and Tai, we do a lot of consulting, a lot of work for celebrities, influencers, other large brands. Okay, they trust us as marketing experts. So hopefully you guys do too. So why are we teaching ads now, you might think? Why now? Well, it's a great step for people on ECS, right? If you're on ECS, it was a program launched a few months ago. It taught how to build Shopify sites and websites. Now that's really cool. But the other part of that is traffic, right? If you don't get thousands of people there, then it's going to be hard to be successful, right? So a big part of this was helping people already on ECS, teaching more courses and more trainings on the traffic side. And ultimately, whether you're on ECS or not, a lot of you express interest in running ads for either yourself or other businesses. Because guess what? If you're a business and you don't have thousands of people coming to that website every day, you can't do what? You can't make sales. Okay. The way I kind of put it is, if I gave all of you, say Tai did a shout out tomorrow, okay, on all his social media, 10 million people, and he emailed hundreds of thousands of people on his email, okay, what would that provide you guys with? It provide you guys with a lot of traffic, right? A lot of people, okay? If he emailed everyone, posted your social media link, like your website link on all of his socials. Now, imagine if he was able to do that, or you were able to target those same people every single day with ads. You didn't have to rely on Tai giving you a shout out. How powerful would that be with your business? Very powerful, right? As long as you have a website and a way to convert those people into customers, the only thing missing pretty much for you guys right now is a way to get new customers, right? New traffic. Okay. So what I'm going to teach today is how you fill that gap, right? A lot of you, just put yes in chat. If I send you 1,000 potential customers, I'm not saying they'll all buy, they won't, right? But if I send you 1,000 potential customers every day for the next year, how much more successful would your business be? Just put yes if it'd be far more successful, right? If it wouldn't, then there's something broken in your business, right? It's literally, it would be the only thing missing, really, in my opinion. Okay. As long as you have a good product, a decent website, then, I've kind of gave you guys the answer to what you need to do to grow a business, right? You guys, it's kind of obvious when you break it down. The biggest thing a lot of people, a lot of businesses are missing is quality traffic, i.e., quality people coming to their business, right? Another analogy I give is, you guys don't really think about this as an online store owner, but imagine I had the best restaurant in the world and it was on the Las Vegas strip, right? Very busy strip before COVID happened. Forget about COVID for a minute. If I had the best restaurant in the world on the Las Vegas Strip or in Times Square in New York, how much money would that business make? Lots, right? It's the best restaurant in the world or very well known restaurant. It doesn't even have to be the best. If it was if it was on the New York, in Times Square on the Las Vegas Strip, you guys all agree it would make crazy money, right? Because what does it have? It has a high quality product, and what else does it have if it's in those two locations? Any guesses? Head traffic, right? Okay, now if I took that best restaurant from the Las Vegas Strip and I took it 50 miles out into the middle of the Las Vegas or the Nevada desert, how many sales would it make? Okay. So maybe there was a road there still. Even if there was a road go into it, how many sales would it make? Maybe 5, 10% people would still travel 50 miles, maybe a few, right? Now imagine I took the road away. How many sales would it make if the road went as well? Zero, pretty much, right? Maybe a couple of people would helicopter there, the rich. They'd win on the slots and get a helicopter to the restaurant, right? If it was that good. But you see the point, right, guys? A big part of being successful in business is traffic, whether you're a physical business or an online business, right? If you're a physical business, it's kind of easy because it's really based on where you're built, right? Obviously, website stuff can help, Google can help. But if you're in a really busy spot, like in a shopping mall, if you're a clothing store, you're going to get traffic, right? If you're on the Nevada Strip, right? So as long as when you get that traffic, you can convert them well, you have a good product, a good website, and that's like a separate conversation, right? You obviously need to be able to sell to people. But if you can get the traffic consistently every day, get high quality potential customers, business and marketing becomes much simpler, okay? There's a lot of gurus on the internet, a lot of blogs, a lot of people out there. They kind of try and overcomplicate it for you because they want to sell you stuff, right? They teach you about this one trick, this one tactic, this one, Facebook group thing you have to do, this new blog mechanism, this new TikTok ad. But guys, don't overcomplicate things, okay? It's very simple, okay? What you need to do is you need to have a high quality website that can convert people when they land there and sell them a good product, a cool offer, and then the only other part of it, the second part of the equation, is people, right? It's high quality traffic every day, a consistent way to get people there. When you do that, business becomes much simpler, okay? And I hope by the end of the next 30 minutes, you guys will now have a much kind of clearer way on how to achieve that, right? How to achieve that traffic, okay? So, like I said, I mean, the biggest problem with a lot of businesses, especially right now since COVID, it's kind of hit home, right? People need high quality traffic. Okay. And the cool thing for you guys today is it's a rare opportunity because actually what happened is since COVID hit, go Google it. You can Google it right now on your phones while you're listening to this. All the big advertisers pulled off Facebook, okay? They literally all pulled off, which means they're not spending tens of millions on Facebook ads or Google ads or YouTube. So they kind of all pulled off. They all stopped advertising. You can Google it. It's a big thing. It was like all in the news about a month ago, 2 months ago. And what happened when they do that is Facebook has all this free space, this advertising space. Google has more advertising space because Coca-Cola or Nike isn't spending $1 million a week to run ads there. Okay. So that means your ad costs drop a lot because they have more space. Okay. They want to fill it with your ads, people like you, small businesses. So it's a very rare opportunity because two things. One, more people are buying online than ever before. People still want to buy. Buying releases hits to the brain, dopamine hits, makes us happy. Okay. So everyone still wants to buy, and they can't go and buy in the malls, okay, or a lot less. They can now, but a lot less. So more and more people are buying online. Plenty of statistics have already been released that online sales have skyrocketed, right? And that is also paired with the fact that ad costs are much lower because all these big brands put off. So what does that mean to you? Type it into chat. It is a great time to do what for you guys, for small businesses, for people that want to start doing this. Has there ever been a better time to maybe start advertising? It's a great time to run ads. It's a great opportunity. It's a great time to actually do this. You've maybe been saying in your head for the last 2, 3 years that I need to figure out how to run ads. I need to start selling more. I need to get my business off the ground. I need to take the plunge. whatever is in your head is the reason, right, guys? I don't personally see a better time to do this. Myself, Ty, other big entrepreneurs, we've all made more money in the last 6 months than we have for a long time because we all went kind of more aggressive. We advertised more. Ty started buying other businesses. Me and Ty own a book company in the UK now together, Ty One Pier One, which I'm an investor in with him. It's a big brand in America, as a lot of you guys know. Okay. So we see this happening. We're doing it. We're living proof of us making these big moves to buy big American brands. Okay. So if we're doing that, guys, I'm not just here telling you that, making this stuff up. Okay. It's like, go Google it. Ty and Alex and the investors, which I'm one of them, Pier One was $31 million, right? So why would we ever spend $31 million as a group if we didn't think we could take it online and make more sales? Just doesn't make sense. Okay. So if we're doing it at this sort of scale, you guys probably should say, oh, I probably should do it on a smaller scale and get started, right? So I'm not just making this up. I promise you, it's a great time to start selling. If you ever wanted to do this, I would take action. Okay. So, and until recently, if Ty teaches you how to invest in the stock market, does it really affect him? If all of his competitors came on these trainings and saw how he might invest in the stock market, or you guys all started doing it, would it really affect him? No. But if Ty starts teaching the ways that I run all the ads, the secrets behind how we set up the ads, how we launch the ads, the concepts we use, the hooks, the copy, could some of his big competitors send their staff on here to watch it? Yeah. And could it affect him? Yeah, maybe a little. Okay. We don't really care, but that's another reason, right? These aren't, I don't want to make it sound like these are like top secret, files, but they're not, but they are advanced tactics, right? That make us successful. Okay. So it's not something we want the whole world to see. That's why we host these trainings where it's like we promote it to more his email list and just his social media following, right? So hopefully that's clear, guys, as to why this is a great opportunity and it makes sense to start today. Just put yes in chat if you understand now why this is such a good opportunity and it makes sense to start today. Hopefully I did a good job of explaining that, right? And hopefully also why you guys realize you need more traffic, okay? If you leave this training with nothing else today, I want you guys to leave it understanding that to grow an online business isn't as complicated as it sounds. I've grown several for myself. I've grown hundreds for clients. Now, there's a lot of little details that go into anything, right? But big picture, you need lots of traffic, people, and you need a way to sell them on a website. That's it. Okay. If you do those two things really well, you have a good business. Now, there's little things you've got to do, of course, like anything. But it's like kind of human life. To live, you need what? Food, water, and sleep, basically, right? Food, water, sleep. Okay. There's a lot of little things. You want a house, you want a car, blah, blah, blah. But you need food, water, and sleep. Okay. It's kind of like running a business. Don't overcomplicate it. Okay. So you might think, well, Rudy, why do I need to run ads? I get I need traffic. What other options are there? And a few years ago, there was plenty of options. You could do Instagram, you could pay for shout outs, you could blog, Twitter, you could post on your Facebook, you could create a Facebook group. There was a lot of options. Sadly, today, there's very few. Okay. And that's the only reason that I'm suggesting you've got to run ads, because I have a Facebook page and collectively my social media is over 1 million followers. Okay. Ty's over 10 million. So trust me, if we could make all the millions we wanted in the world without running ads, we probably would. Okay. But we spend way more money on ads than we have followers because we realize it's not enough. It's only a small percent. Okay. And I'll go through that now just so you guys, I want to teach you guys why. Don't just trust me, listen to the proof. Okay. So organic traffic, there's over 4 billion pages, right? And it's linked to SEO. So organic means you get clicks, you get website hits from non-promotion, right? It's just people randomly finding you. Now, if every one of you, let's face it, guys, hard truth here is if organic was so awesome for you guys, how many of you on here would be millionaires and you wouldn't even be on this training, right? It's just like proof's in the pudding. If organic was so great that we were all getting thousands of website hits and sales, half of us wouldn't be here today, right? You guys agree? The problem with it is it doesn't really work. People don't randomly just appear on your website anymore, okay? And that's because SEO is very slow. It doesn't work anymore, okay? SEO 4 or 5 years ago, you could put some blogs out, do some SEO on your website, and you'd start to rank. Problem now, SEO is condensed based on the biggest brands. So if you Google it, there's about 10 brands that own about another 1,000 of the biggest brands in America. Guess who wins the SEO battle? Who gets ranked to the top for every search term in the world? The big brands, because they have so much traffic, so much money, so much content. They've been doing it for 5 or 10 years that it's very hard if you guys want to write a blog today or launch a product. There's probably another product that's already doing tens of millions and it's going to be at the top of SEO. Okay. Same for blogging. If you want to write a blog, a fitness blog, for example, or whatever blog you want to write, I guarantee there's already 100 fitness blogs exactly like it. And guess what? Some of those blogs on men's health, bodybuilding.com, muscle and fitness, like all the big fitness sites and magazines, right? And guess what? They dominate the organic. They dominate the SEO because they have so much traction. Okay. And you might think, well, what about being an influencer, getting a bigger following? Firstly, it's very hard to grow a big following randomly these days. Secondly, even if you do, you're still only going to hit a small pool, your following. Okay. I've worked with influencers, even influencers with 1 million or two. They make some good money, a couple of 100,000, but their audience burns out, right? The audience either buys it or doesn't. And then you can't just keep selling to them. And it doesn't grow at a rate that you want to grow your business, right? It's like your audience might grow like this and you'll launch it and make a ton of money, but then you want to keep making money like this and your audience kind of grows like that, right? So it's like laggy. If you want to make serious money consistently, you need to rely on what? Paid traffic, okay? Why paid traffic? Well, it kind of defeats all the issues, okay? So firstly, it lets you stand out. You're able to stand out from the crowd. You're able to use laser targeting. So if you want to show up first on Google, you can pay to do that. If you want to show up in everyone's news feed every single day, the audience you're targeting, you can do that. You can appear first, right? You might think, well, Rudy, no one clicks Google ads. In fact, 90% of people don't even care it's a Google ad. They still click it, okay? They've researched this. Me and you and everyone else on this Zoom today, we might understand what a Google ad is, right? Someone that paid for it. We might not click it because we might think, they're not a bigger company. They're trying to, sell me on something different. I'm going to click one fifth down. That's top of SEO. But we're also a select demographic, right? We're learning today from Tai and me. We're into marketing. We're into online sales, right? So you can't use how your brain works and kind of say that's how everyone's brain works, right? Because everyone's different. So 90% of people actually don't care or understand that it's a Google ad and they'll still click it. Okay. So it makes it a strong way to advertise and to get to the top without having to try and do SEO for 4 years. Okay. The next cool thing, so point three on the right hand side under paid, same day results. Okay. If you launch an ad now, if every one of you got off this training today and launched an ad, how long would it take to get clicks to your website? Any guesses, guys? If you launched an ad tonight and it was a good ad to the right people, any idea how long it would take to get clicks to your website? Any guesses? Yeah, hours, right? Some of you guessed it, hours, sometimes minutes. They get approved right away. Okay. Tell me what else in the world you can launch an ad? What other advertising platform can you launch an ad and get clicks within a few hours? TV, you got to plan it. You got to pay like $100,000 down. You got to go then make the videos, and eventually you'll air on TV in like 5 months. Okay, radio, same thing. Newspapers, magazines. You got to get it printed. Okay, there's not a way for a savvy entrepreneur that wants to see results quickly to advertise and reach the right person. Because don't get me wrong, that's the coolest thing with ads is the targeting. Okay, remember Facebook and Google have been taking our data for the last 10 years. What have they been doing with all the data? Every website you hit, everything you click on Facebook, every photo you like, they're all tagged with keywords. Every page. Remember 5 years ago, we'd all gone like all these pages when Facebook started. Remember that 5, 10 years ago, we'd like all those pages. Now they're annoying to us, but we all used to like them. What did Facebook do with all that data? They were years ahead of us. Okay. They turned that into audiences that we advertisers, small businesses can target. Okay. So it's very unique that you can target almost the identical person you want on Facebook. And then hours later, they can go to your website and maybe buy or book in a phone call if you want to do coaching or consulting, right? It's pretty cool. When you break it down like that, like pause for a second and just like think about it, it's pretty cool, right? Not many businesses in the world even know how to do this. And this is why it's a unique skill. Remember, I said that right at the start. Okay. It's a unique skill for you as a business owner, or if you want to do that for other people, you can use that same kind of example I just gave you guys as a pitch almost, right? Any small business owner that's savvy to realize I can target the right people based on 10 years of audience data from two of the biggest companies in the world, Facebook and Google, and I can have those right people wherever I want in the world to see my ads within a few hours. If that doesn't excite you as a small business owner, I don't know what will. Okay. If it doesn't, if it doesn't excite you, then it's because you don't understand the fundamentals of growing a business, which is why, remember 10 minutes ago, I was trying to teach you guys the key aspects of building a business. I talked to you about Las Vegas, Nevada, having a restaurant there versus in the desert. I was teaching you that first, guys, because now you should be exciting, right? Now you should go, wow, Rudy, you're right. Now I understand that a key part of growing a business is constant traffic. And I just learned a way to get constant traffic quickly and actually the right people, because that's a key part, right, guys, is where people go wrong with ads. Is they might start ads, but they don't get how to target the right people. Now, you can get a million people to your site, but the wrong people won't do anything. Okay, so everything I'm teaching you is based on the fact we want the right people. Okay, so why do most people fail? We've already gone into this. They have good products normally. They have a decent website, hopefully. They might have some good plugins installed or software, but they can't get enough consistent eyeballs, okay? And that's why today we're trying to teach you 5 critical things to scale in your ads. 5 things I've learned after running ads for 10 years for my own brands and hundreds of other brands. So who's ready to learn the 5 things? Type yes in chat if you understand that traffic's important, you understand why you need it in your business, and you're ready to learn the 5 things. Okay, good. Good. It would suck if my internet cut off right now, huh? But don't worry, we're going to go into it. It did actually cut off on a live call before, but I won't jinx it today. We're good. Okay, so here's the 5 things I want to teach you guys, okay? So today I'm going to teach you why you should start off by modeling winning ads, why you always want to test different angles and different ads, why you need to create lots of different variations, okay, when you're trying to scale your ads, how to make more money per sale, and then why you should constantly learn ads because the landscape changes every single day, okay? So they're the 5 things you're about to learn in the next 15 minutes, okay? So number 1 is model winning ads, okay? So one mistake most people make is when they run ads is they try and just create them themselves, okay? Now I got no problem if you want to try and do that, but you guys tell me what's more logical here. Option 1, okay, this is option 1, okay, and I'm going to ask you guys what's more logical. Option 1, say you have a clothing brand, right? If you have a clothing brand, here's option 1 that you guys could do. Any of you can do this for any of the businesses you have, right? You go and start ads and you go and look at the 5 biggest clothing brands in the world that sell similar clothes to you. You go and look at their top ads, you see how long they've been running, and your brain reverse engineers that and says, well, if this is a big clothing brand and they've ran this ad for 9 months, there's a good chance they've spent millions of dollars or at least thousands of dollars on this ad, because no business would run ads for 9 months and not work, right? I would follow that logic, pretty good logic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go find the 5 biggest businesses in my space, look at all their winning ads, print off the winning ads or save them on my desktop. And then the next day or later today, I'm going to go and start creating ads similar to these, okay? Because they're based on data. They've been running for a long time. They've been proven because they've been running for a long time from big companies, right? So that's option A, right? Or option 1. Now, option 2 is the opposite, right? It's like, I got a clothing brand. Rudy said I should start ads. I want to start ads, okay? So if I want to start ads today, right? If I want to start ads today, I'm just going to take a picture of my clothing and I'm going to write some headlines and some random copy, right? If that's the case, which do you think would be more successful? What's more logical? Modeling big $1 million businesses, right? That have been doing this for years, maybe they've tested thousands of ads, they've spent millions in ad spend, or option B, you just try and randomly make it up yourself, okay? It's pretty clear that number 1, modeling successful ads, It's going to do what? It's going to help you guys save money. You don't want to spend your own money testing different ad ideas when other businesses out there have already done that for you, right? They've tested hundreds of ads. You're going to kind of sneak in at the end and just say, oh, there's all your winning ads. Great. I'm going to take them for myself and use them for ideas. Okay. It's sneaky, but it's smart, very smart. Okay. And it's not rocket science, right, guys? You guys can all figure that out, but most people don't do it. So it is kind of genius at the same time. So first thing you should do, guys, when setting up ads is, instead of randomly just trying to write ads and then wondering why you spend money and they don't work, model success. Okay, model winning ads. Whatever industry you're in right now, if you're a restaurant owner, a supplement owner, a fitness person, whatever industry you guys are in, does it not make more sense to actually just go and model winning ads and go and look and do research versus trying to randomly create them with no knowledge? Okay, hopefully you guys all agree, right? And one thing we do at Tai Lopez is we log our top ads, okay? And recently I had Tai and the team take the best 20 ads in history, okay? So imagine that. Tai Lopez has ran ads for 10 years. They've probably ran 20,000 ads. I don't know the exact number, okay? But imagine seeing the top 20 ads in history. If you guys saw the top 20 ads in history at tailopez.com, and then model them, you think that would give you guys a competitive advantage, a higher place to start, higher chance of success? Just put yes in chat if you think that would rapidly increase your guys' success, right? Because it will. So if you guys don't put yes in chat, or you don't at least agree, you don't have to write it, then you guys don't understand the theory, okay, of ads. Because with ads, there's a lot of testing. And what does testing involve? It involves time and money. Sadly, a lot of tests will fail, and that's okay. You have to test. But what I'm trying to encourage you guys to do, because I want you guys to get results as quick as possible, is minimize the testing, right? I care for you guys. I don't want you guys to start, spend loads of money, not get results, because then you'll think that I misled you. I want you guys to get good results quick. So you say, oh, Rudy, Tai, they helped me a lot. I actually started ads and grew my business. Okay, that's why we do this. So if we're trying to help you get faster results quicker with less failures, I'm encouraging you guys to model success. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So next one, okay, testing different angles. Okay, so this is like phase two. Phase one, you've got to start running ads, right? You've got to start ads. Hopefully they start working. And then it moves to phase two. When you have winning ads, what do you need to do after that? You need to make more variations. And let me explain why really quickly. Because you might think, well, really, no, if I have a winning ad, I'm just going to spend $1 million on it and make $2 million back, and I'm going to live happily ever after. Now, it sounds like a fairy tale, right? But because it is, that's the sad part. With running ads, if anyone's ever ran ads here before, you'll quickly realize if you have one good ad, you can't just keep spending more money and hoping it worked. If it did, I'd be a billionaire. Literally, if I could take my best ad and just spend $1 million a day, I would, and I'd be a billionaire. But you can't. Okay. Sadly, what happens with ads is they'll kind of work for a while and then they'll die, or they'll work but they won't scale. You can't keep putting more money in. Okay. It makes it hard. It's kind of like it stops it being on autopilot. All right. And I wish it was, trust me. But what it means you have to do as a savvy entrepreneur, a savvy business owner, a savvy marketer, is you have to take your winning ads and then get creative. You have to go, well, this one won. Why did it win? Was it the headline? Was it the image? Was it the copy? Was it the angle? Was it the picture? Okay. And then you have to take lots of different ads and create lots of variations. Okay. And what I explain, the way I explain this to a lot of people is it's like I use something called a tree effect, okay, or a tree method. And if you imagine you have a winning ad, right? So say the winning ad was whatever, I don't know. Just I use one example, yellow fruits for weight loss, okay? I don't think yellow fruits are key for weight loss. I'm just giving you a random example, okay? Yellow fruits for weight loss. If that was my winning ad, my tree trunk, okay, the main part of the tree would be that ad, yellow foods for weight loss. And then what I want to teach you guys is you create lots of branches off that, right? So you guys all picture a tree trunk, branches, right? You'd create lots of branches off that, and they would be your variations, okay? So you could do red foods for weight loss, yellow drinks for weight loss, different pictures of yellow foods, a video about yellow foods for weight loss. And then you see how you take one winning ad and you've created 5 or 10 or 20 variations, okay? That's how you scale winning ads. That's the secret, okay? Not really a secret, but it kind of is because most people don't understand it, okay? That's the secret to taking an account that's just starting out, getting a few sales, taking it to being successful, right? Taking it to having, more spend, more results, everything like that. Okay. So, I hope that makes sense, right, guys? I hope that makes sense. And that's very important. You've got to test lots of different angles. And basically, the more, in summary, what we found is running, thousands of ads is the more you test, the more successful you become because you start to discover trends, you start to find winners and create more variations. Okay. So, and this is kind of linked to the third point. Okay. So, different ads are going to work for different people, right? So you've got to create different variations for different people. And the analogy I give here is people are in different buying journeys, right? Maybe some of you guys have heard of buyer's journey. There's lots of stages of a buyer's journey. There's people that are unaware, they don't even know they need the product. There's people that are aware of a problem, like they might need to lose weight, but they're not really sure how to do it. There's people that are like solution aware. So they're like, I need to lose weight and I want to lose weight by going on a ketogenic low carb diet. Okay. So as you can see, and then there's people that are like ready to buy, right? So they've already done their research and they're ready to buy. There's lots of different phases and different people talk about different phases. For today, I'll just talk about those 4 phases. So unaware, problem aware, solution aware, and then ready to buy, right? So if you're running an ad to someone that already knows they need to lose weight and they know they want to do it for a low carb ketogenic diet, they're a good buyer for you if you had a low carb diet plan, right? Because they're problem aware and they're solution aware. They know they want to lose weight and they know they want how they want to lose it. They want to lose it with the same solution as the product you have. So what are their chances of clicking the ad and buying? Okay. Statistically, way, way higher. They would convert way better than if you ran an ad to the other person. Say the other person didn't even really kind of know they needed to lose weight. They maybe thought about it, but they weren't that bothered about their weight. They had no clue what a low carb diet was. Imagine running the identical ad that you ran to the person that was ready to lose weight and they already decided they wanted to do a low carb diet. You ran the identical ad to the other person. It's going to be like 10 times more successful to this person versus this person, right? You guys all agree? Type yes in chat if that all makes sense. And that the ad hit to this person that's ready to lose weight with a low carb diet is going to convert way better than the person that has no clue about it, right? You guys all agree? Okay, good. So let me tell you how you would then write an ad for the person that has no clue. The first headline might be interested in losing a few pounds. Maybe you've thought about losing weight. You've not really took the steps yet because it doesn't bother you that much. But if you learn an easy solution today to lose 5 or 10 pounds pretty quick within a week or two with minimal effort, you maybe take action. Sound good? Question mark. Great. Well, in the next page, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that. And you can lose a few pounds simply. And the best part is you're going to do it with something called a low carb diet. The cool thing about low carb diet is you can lose it very fast and you don't even need to train because you're lowering carbs in your diet, and naturally that will cause you to burn more to consume less calories, which equals weight loss. So if you want to lose a few pounds, maybe you haven't even thought about it, but today is a great day to start with this simple solution. Click here and buy now. Okay, so you see how that example tailored to that person. They weren't problem aware, they didn't even care about losing weight. But now I just showed them an ad. I just made that up, by the way, in my head. But now I just showed them an ad, right, that talked about them. They said, maybe you're not even bothered about it. But then they're like, yeah, I'm not. But if it's true what he says here, I could lose it for like, I could lose 5 or 10 pounds easily. And then there's this thing about a low carb diet. Well, that sounds interesting. I don't even have to exercise. Maybe I'm interested. I'll click it, right? So you guys see the difference. Again, that's what makes me one of the best in the world at advertising, is I can create ads like that for different people, right? And different buying journeys, okay? So you have to understand how to do that in your business. You have to speak differently to this person here versus this person here versus this person here versus this person here, okay? And when you're able to do that, you can target different people, different different phases of their buying journey, and they'll react differently. And it means your ads will work to different people. Okay. So that's the third tip. Okay. Creating different versions of your ads. And when you learn more about ads, you'll actually learn how to target different people, right? So I can target people that have already decided they want to do a low carb diet. Okay. Or they've liked pages about low carb diets. So those people would do really well talking about a low carb ad, right? Whereas the other one, the person that's not even ready to lose weight, maybe I could target anyone in the world, because that, let's face it, if we lined up 100 people and I told them there's a simple solution to lose 10 pounds, out of 100 people in the world, how many would probably want to do that still? I would say like 70% of people, maybe roughly 70, 80%, at least over 50%. If I told them there was an easy solution to lose 10 pounds, they would probably do it, right? Okay. So you see how that could target a broad ad, like a broader audience. And then this one could target a much more narrow audience, people that already are on low carb diets or like low carb fan pages. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. You guys see how you get better results with your ads if you learn how to target people differently? Just type yes in chat if that makes sense. Good. And that ad copy wasn't bad, right? Not bad for 30-second made up ad copy. So, and ad copy is key, right? So if you're able to write good ad copy, pick good creatives, okay, it's going to help you guys be much more successful. Now, the thing about me is I just made that up in my head, because guess what? I've done it for 10 years. I've wrote 50,000 ads. But so I don't have to kind of model success so much, because it's like already in my head. It's like a pro athlete, right? At the Olympics, they don't need to watch the move before doing it. They've done it a million times. But for you guys, or even when I started out, I would look at different ads to start learning, right? So now the fourth point is very important. And what I teach about this fourth point is it's almost more important than the ads, okay? And just bear with me for 2 minutes, you'll realize why. Because with the fourth point, if you get this wrong, then your ads won't work very well, okay? Think about it this way. So if you get this wrong, point number 4, your ads won't work. But interestingly, it has nothing to do with the ads, okay? So the bit of a riddle in your head right now, you're like, wait, so if I do this wrong, my ads won't work, but it's also nothing to do with my ads, okay? So maybe your brain's saying, what's Rudy talking about? But don't worry, I'll explain. So what we have to do with number 4 is maximize the lifetime value, okay? Lifetime value means how much do we make per customer over a lifetime, okay? And there's lots of ways to measure this. Sometimes it can be like 5 or 10 years, but most of us don't want to spend that long, right? So for today, imagine it's just 12 months, okay? How much will we make over 12 months, okay? So if you get this wrong, then a lot of the time your ads won't work. And the reason for that is when you're running ads, okay, you've got to be able to outbid your competition, okay? So say I take 2 rival t-shirt companies, right? So I have t-shirt company A, t-shirt company B. They're both trying to advertise on Facebook or Google. They want to target the same people that like t-shirts, okay? So now t-shirt company A, every sale, they make $50, and over 12 months, they only ever make $50. They don't have a good system to get more people back in. They don't know how to email market them. They don't know how to follow up with them. They only ever sell them 1 t-shirt or 2 t-shirts on the website. So over a year, they only make $50, right? So what does that mean? Just post in chat again. How much do you think this business could spend per sale on Facebook ads? Maybe $50, right? But actually, if the t-shirt costs $15 and shipping's $5, they can only spend what, $30 maybe, right? You guys agree on an ad to break even, okay? Now, company B, maybe they work with me and I've planned everything for them. I've built their website, I've optimized it. Company B, on average, if they work with me, is same exact t-shirts, but I could get them making $100 on day 1, and then over a year I could get them making probably $250, $300, $400, right? So if company B that works with me, and that's why people pay me a lot of money, can now spend maybe $80 on day 1, or maybe even $100, because they know they know they make $100 on day 1 from all the different upsells and add-ons, and then over a year they make $250, right? They can break even on day 1. So Facebook as a company is still advertising to the same person, but company 1 says, hey, Facebook, I can only pay $30 because I got to pay for my t-shirt, I got to ship it. Company B says, hey, Facebook, I can pay whatever you want, $70, $80, I can pay up to $100. Some days, even $110, $120 if I have to, because I make $250 over a year. Doesn't really bother me, okay? Who's Facebook going to be partnering up with? Who's Facebook's algorithm that makes this decision? Because it's a computer, right? Mark Zuckerberg isn't sat there saying, Okay, we'll go with you, right? It's an algorithm. The algorithm doesn't care about the person or the brand. It's a database. It's going to say, okay, great. Someone can spend up to $120 here and they can sell way more. We're going to partner with them. So it means company A's ads stop working. They don't work. Okay. Or they just end up spending $100 to make the sale because this guy over here is spending $100, right? So if you think about it this way, who's Facebook going to team up with? Of course, this person, right? So my question to you guys today is, who do you want to be? You want to be person A or person B, or business A, business B? Okay. Now, sad part about business A is you can have a great product, you can have a great service, but you're never going to be able to compete online, right? Because if you only make $50 per sale, there's going to be someone else out there, maybe even with a worse product, but a much better advertiser and marketer that makes way more per sale, and he can just outbid you. Okay. So you've got to be able to make as much money possible on day one and over a year so you can stay competitive. Okay. So I hope that makes sense, guys. Basically, you've got to make as much as you can on day one and as much as you can over a year. And why did I say, does it now? Just type yes in chat if it makes sense what I said 5 minutes ago. That's the most important point, because if you don't get this right, your ads won't work, but it has nothing to do with the ads, right? Does that make sense? It has nothing to do with how you advertise. But if it's not right, then other people are going to be able to outbid you, right? Okay, a couple of you didn't get it. I will do 1 more minute. Okay, 1 more minute overview. Basically, maximizing LTV means how much you make per sale and over a year, right? For example, maximizing lifetime value. Now, if one company only makes $50 per sale and over the year they make no more money, they've only ever made $50. Now, if another company sells more t-shirts, they email them, they do more ads, and over a year they make $250, they're making way more per sale, which means they can spend more on Facebook ads, okay? And basically, Facebook's algorithm will partner up with whoever can spend more because it likes money. It's a business, right? So, in your brand, in your business, if you want to really scale your ads and make as much money as possible, you need to try and basically make more money per sale. Okay. So, if you make $50 right now, figure out how to make $100 per sale, right? So, go and add more products, upsell them. Then, when they buy, show them retargeting ads for different products. Email them, for example. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. So number 5, always be learning, guys. Make sure you invest, continually invest. Why? Because the algorithm, the way Facebook operates, changes. In the last year, they've changed the dashboard like 5 times. They've changed the way ads are getting set up like 3 times. They've changed different placements and selections probably every month. Okay. So if you want to stay competitive with your ads, don't ever stop learning. Okay. If you ever stop learning, your ads will stop working and you kind of scratch your head. Why are they not working anymore? They worked a year ago. They worked half a year ago. Amount of people I get ring me, Rudy, I want to hire you. My ads were doing great a year ago. I can't get them to work anymore. Okay. You want to keep training, you want to keep investing, hire mentors, buy courses, hire agencies, go on YouTube, go on podcasts. Okay, whatever you guys want to do, I don't care what you do, but I encourage you, if you start, don't ever stop. Okay, stay ahead of the game. What does every elite athlete in the world do? They always find a way to be faster, a way to be stronger, a way to recover better, a way to get their nutrition better, a way to get their sleep better. That's how elite people operate. They always try and be better, right? They don't ever stop. So I encourage you guys to never stop. Okay, always be better. Okay. So, and yeah, I got like 2 young puppies in the background. You probably can hear. So before we start Q&A, guys, I have something really exciting for you. There's the 5 biggest things. Okay, I went through these 5 things on how to advertise correctly, how to set up the ads. Okay. So if you want to learn more, you're like, Rudy, I love the training today, but I actually want to learn this fully. I want to learn how to run ads for my own business or maybe other people's business. I have a really exciting solution for you guys to become masters at this. Okay. So Tai asked me to kind of tell you guys about this. We launched it together, me and Tai, about 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago. Okay. So it's called Traffic Mastery. It's a very affordable course that we set up exclusively for you guys, people that come on these trainings, people that follow Tai, okay, or people, serious business owners that want to learn how to do this the right way. They appreciate it, okay? And in this course, we're going to dive deep in how we manage and spend millions of dollars on ads, okay? On Facebook, on YouTube, on Google, and all the psychology, all the tactics, everything I taught today on what it takes, okay? And here's an example I wanted to show you guys, because the way I wanted to design this course, I teach mainly in it, and there's a few other teachers, is we wanted to teach by example. So we wanted to take our best ads in the world, the best ads we've ever done in tailopez.com, and teach you how to set them up based on our experience, right? So here's a good example. This is Ben, Ty's brother. He's worked for Ty for 10 years. He's actually breaking down YouTube ads on Ty's account. You actually get to see behind the scenes on Ty's account. So I'll show you the first 30 seconds or so, okay?
Hey everybody, my name is Ben Avanzado. This is my half brother Tai Lopez. Count him as my full brother, but just that's why we have different last names. I'm going to help you run YouTube ads like we did. We spent 8 figures plus, made a lot of money running YouTube ads. You hear this ad. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. But this ad got 70 million views. This was one of our bigger ones, probably the whole thing that set off the YouTube ads in the beginning. A lot of people started running ads after this. And yeah, I've been working with Ty for 10 years, been doing marketing with him for 5 years. And I learned a lot on YouTube. I'm going to share some of what I learned with you to start with the basics, just show you.
So that's just the intro, guys. I wanted you to actually see that's a full course in there. It's one of the courses, one of the modules, in fact. So you're actually going to learn behind the scenes from everyone at the Tai Lopez team, myself, Ben, Ty's brother, Alex, Ty, okay? And this is basically a summary of what you'll learn, guys. So you're going to learn how to master social media advertising, the best images and videos to use right now today, the best winners currently today. Remember, I told you the top 20 ads of all time. Okay, if we took a list of every ad we've ever ran, and then we put them in an order so you guys can see the best ads of all time. Okay, and we launched this about 10 days ago. We're getting like top star reviews on pretty much all the modules so far. So I'm really excited for this. Actually, Paul just posted in chat. If you look in chat, he joined it a week or so ago. He says exciting and fabulous. So it's an amazing course for you guys to learn ads for the first time with Ty and me. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to write the headlines that people can't help but click. Start to finish demonstrations on every campaign. So Facebook, YouTube, Google. It's going to be me or someone else. We're going to walk you through it step by step. We'll show you how to target the right audiences. Remember, I told you. Remember point 3 about targeting different people. You don't want to target a person over here that's not ready versus a person here that's super warm and ready to buy. That's a key part of advertising. Hopefully you guys were like, wow, that makes so much sense. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Okay. If you get that one thing wrong, remember your ads won't work. Okay. We'll talk to you and show you the 5-second intro hack on YouTube. So if you've ever watched a YouTube video, you get a 5-second pre-roll ad before your YouTube clip. If you get that wrong, no one's going to click it, right? So we're going to teach you that in great detail. We'll show you how to get the top of Google search. Remember I said 90% of people still click on Google search. They don't understand it's an ad, so you can jump over everyone else, okay? We'll show you how to scale the ads. Like I said, the top 20 ads of all time, and especially stuff that's working right now. We'll show you how to make videos that go viral. Ty's the best at this. How to grow an email list, because remember what I said about the point 4, LTV. You need to make as much money as possible, right? Remember that. It's so key. If you can make more money from each customer, you're going to be able to scale and grow more and basically pay more on ads and be more successful. You can outbid everyone. And a key way to do that is via email marketing on the back end, okay? We'll show you optimization tricks to get more ads, both on the ad side, but also on the landing page, the website side, right? We'll show you how to split test ads, so to test a lot. Remember I said whoever tests the most becomes more successful. How to do this for local businesses and a bunch more stuff, okay, guys? So you might say, well, how valuable is this? Hopefully, if you've enjoyed today, who here now, just put yes in chat, sees how valuable it is learning this skill, how valuable running ads for your own business or other people does. Just put yes in chat if you think this is a highly valuable skill for life and for business, okay? I would hope most of you do, okay? If not, feel free to tell me more valuable skills in business. There's only a couple that I can think of that's more valuable than having the ability to make online sales every day from advertising, okay? That's probably the most, or it's at least top 3 in the world for valuable skills in business, okay? So we're going to learn all of these lessons that we've spent millions of dollars testing ourselves and learning ourselves in the last 10 years. You're going to have access to me, other teachers like Tai, like Ben, that we charge tens of thousands of dollars for consulting. You're going to look behind the scenes at all the different systems that we use to scale our ads. And yeah, I mean, I would say people have paid me, 10, 20 grand to work with me for the day. They paid Tai even more than that. And you're going to learn, probably get more hours of teaching from all of us than a whole day together. Okay. This is live, by the way. If only I saw someone just asked. It's Friday, 7:04 p.m. Eastern for me in Florida. But the cool thing, guys, is you're like, well, Rudy, this sounds great, but it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. No, I do not want an arm and a leg, just a finger. Okay. So you could say that this is worth 50 grand, 25 grand, 5 grand. At first, we were going to do this for $1,000 because paid ads, it's a more advanced tactic. So we wanted to charge more to make sure it was serious people. But in the end, we wanted to help a lot of people, and we only want a finger, no arms, no legs today. Okay. We understand a lot of you guys, especially Ty's followers, you're starting out, right? You're trying to get your business going. You're trying to get going. So we wanted to make it fair and affordable. Okay. So not only is it very fair and affordable, we only want a finger today, but we're going to give you some free bonuses when you join today while this Zoom is still going. The next 15 people, money loves speed. We always reward action takers. So get ready to click the links there. This is what you get just for the next 15 people. If you see, I have Adam Itzel on here. They're two of the team members at Tai. They're going to be watching this and telling me in our chat together. So next 15 people, you get one-on-one support with the team, okay? And the reason we do this is it's so key, guys, is you're going to be missing a finger already, right? So you're only going to have 4 fingers, and you're going to have to get your ad set up. If you don't get the ad set up correctly, if you get off to a bad start, you have a question on a pixel, what box to check, you might get stuck, and we don't want you guys to be stuck. So we want to do the next 15 people. We can't do it for hundreds, right? You guys imagine it's personal one-on-one. But the next 15 of you, you will get SMS support to get started, okay? You're going to get an e-commerce accelerator strategy call. So that's an actual call with a team. And the cool part about this is we're going to look at the, we're actually going to look, I'll put this, can someone throw the link in the chat for everyone? People are asking. But you're going to get a call, guys, because the same thing as the first one is if your website's not set up correctly or you don't know how to set it up, then the ads aren't going to work as well, okay? So for the next 15 people, you guys will get an accelerator strategy call. You're going to get a full program, so SMMA 3.0. I'm sure a lot of you are already in SMMA. SMMA 3.0, the latest marketing plan, marketing course from Tai. The cool thing about SMMA 3.0 is a lot of you that said both, this is a no-brainer because we're going to teach you how to become a master at the advertising. And then in SMMA 3, we're going to show you how to run it for other people, okay? Super cool, okay? And then you're going to learn more high-level marketing systems from Jonathan. He's part of our team. He does stuff with MentorBox and all the different brands, okay? So these are all free. I mean, these alone, like one-on-one SMS support and a strategy call, I would argue that's a couple of $100 of value plus the full course here, okay? So next 15 people, click the link, go buy. I know that's going to go in the next couple of minutes. And even if you don't get in those next 15 guys, there's like over 30, 40 different trainings in this course, okay? So it's insane value. Like I said, we only want one finger. You got 9 other fingers and thumbs. Don't stress about it. And it's going to take your business to the next level, right? So a few questions in here that we had from previous lives we did. Who's this best for? I think anyone that's trying to go online, anyone that appreciates how to run ads. I think every one of you here today, if you're still here with me today, you've learned something. You've appreciated how important ads are into your own business. So if you're here today, this is for you, okay? When does it start? It starts right now. It starts as soon as you click the link and you buy and you make the mental decision to take action, right? If you made the decision today to take action, then it's going to start today, okay? Do I need to be running ads? Nope. This is for people just starting out. But if you are running ads, it's going to make those ads way better, okay? Online business owners only. If you're an in-person business, a lot of what you'll learn will still be applicable. I would just say it's a little better for online business owners, right? It's more stuff you can do. Is it just Facebook? Nope. You're going to learn Google, YouTube, Facebook, all the free big platforms, right? How is it different to ECS? Well, ECS was a great course. I taught in it. I actually taught ad stuff in there. There's a few of the same modules, but this is like 30 more lessons, okay? Because ECS, we just had, a few different lessons on there. We couldn't do an entire course on it because it was its own course, okay? Why now? Well, hopefully you guys were here at the start. I said there's never been a better time to start today. Ad costs are down and people are buying more at home, online, on their phones than ever before. So if you guys are ever going to do this, you ever have wanted to build an online business, it's literally the best time today. And now we're going to teach you exactly how to do it, okay? Can I do it myself? Well, yes, that's the whole point. We're going to show you how to do it yourself the right way, not the wrong way. You don't want to try and risk. It's like being a doctor. It's kind of like, remember I said about doctors and attorneys. You don't want to go and like cut your own body open and start like trying to do like surgery, right? It's a bad decision. You don't want to go and represent yourself in court either because you might end up in jail or with a fine, okay? There's a few things in life you should pay high quality money for good people, smart people that are well versed in that area. A doctor's one of them, a builder, if they're building your house, an attorney, and running ads. Because guess what? If you get your ads wrong, guess what happens? Your bank account does this because you just spend money and you don't make money, right? So this is one of those few things in life that you want to spend money on it, okay? Don't try and shortcut it and just learn it just on YouTube, okay? So I see some of the questions we have ran over a little, so I'm going to go through these questions too. I see that a lot of you already jumping in. Already. We got there's a couple of spots left, I think, on the first 15. Let me unshare my screen and go through Q&A. So I'll do 5-10 more minutes Q&A. And yeah, we'll wrap up, okay? And then, yeah, if you join today, there's also live trainings every week, okay, guys? So you'll get to come in the live trainings and you'll get to learn from us. And yeah, it's going to be great. So let me look at these. What's the difference between this and ECS? Well, as mentioned, ECS teaches a bit. It's like enough to get started, but this is a full course, okay? Do you teach how to make creative ads? Yes, there's a whole lesson from me on just the ad creative part, how to do that correctly, how to set it up correctly. How do you run ads for regulated industries like insurance? You can still do it. You just have to be compliant to it, okay? Most industries, you can still work around it, okay? Are these live trainings 5 minutes a day? They're not live, they're pre-recorded and they're more than 5 minutes a day. Most of them are 20 to 40 minutes. They're more in depth. You can't do I wish you could do 5 minutes a day for Facebook, but you can't, I'm afraid. Okay, they're not live because we pre-made them. Okay, it's a big course. I can't guarantee I could do it every single day. Okay, but you get the live call every Friday, so you guys can join us if you have questions. Okay, even if you don't get in the first 15. Questions. How many lessons are in the course? Well, we're constantly adding to it as we update trends. There'll be, by the end of this month, we'll finish probably on about 35, 40 different lessons. And then over the next year, we might probably, every time something changes, my goal is like, I'll shoot a lesson and put it in there. Okay. How much is it? It's just one finger. Okay, we only trade body parts of it. But no, click the link. It has a summary of what you get. I want you guys to read that first before we talk about the prices, because the refund policy is also on there, and that's very important, guys, because we want you guys to be happy. Okay, so there's a full 30-day guarantee. If you get it and in the first 30 days don't love it, you can also email back for a refund. Okay, there's not many places in the world that do that, right? Not many courses in the world. So we want you guys to be happy. We know the content's great, amazing reviews already. So don't worry. I know you guys will love it. What other questions? Okay, a couple more questions. How do we know if in the first 15? If you bought it, you will be emailed. Okay, we log it internally, so the team are making notes. Okay, we have 2 spots left. They just messaged me. There's 2 spots for those bonuses, guys. So if you didn't get in, click it, go buy now quickly. You might even get to keep your fingers. I can't guarantee it. But... So yeah, if you already got in, it means you're good, okay? How many videos? About 30, 40. I didn't check. We're trying to add more content. It's not going to be like 10. Don't worry, guys. I know for me, Google was about 9. I'd already done about 10. Ben's done about 6 or 7. So, yeah, but there's still a few I want to add, like more advanced ones. So yeah, there's going to be about 35, 40. Okay. Is there a way to pay $1 now and then get it? Sadly, not. This is like a more high level course, and we could charge thousands for this, so it's still incredibly cheap right now. Do you learn ad copy as well? Yes, a lot of stuff, a lot of ad copy side you'll learn. You'll learn about budget optimization. There's a full training from me on ad copy, and I give you examples. Plus, you get the top 20 ads from Tai, right? That you guys can kind of like reverse engineer. Um, what other question? It's just a one-time fee. Yeah, one-time fee. Calls off on Friday. How long's the commitment? I would schedule about 30 minutes every day, or 5 times a week. Within a month, you're going to be in a great spot. Okay. So you're asking on the bonuses what you'll learn from Jonathan. It's more like high level, more marketing business strategies, right? So if this is happening, like in your business, how to fix it. If you need to expand your business, how you can do that. If you like more looking at like the bigger picture part, not just the advertising, and that's really important because if there's something else wrong in the business somewhere, like the landing page or the website or the name, then it can affect it, right? And you guys get to keep this for a year, and we're going to keep updating it too. So it's like ongoing. Okay. Right, guys, I got to head into another call now. I appreciate it. I think there's one spot left. So when I end this, I know a lot of you always go on and purchase after we end it because you're kind of waiting to use it. So go quickly, probably get in the last spot. I hope you enjoyed today's training, whether you join or not. It doesn't really matter to me. I just want to help you guys. I hope today's training helped everyone, regardless if you join or not. And there will be more trainings in future. So yeah, keep working at it, guys. I enjoyed teaching you. If you need any more help, just let us know in future. We'll see you in the trainings. You can, keep following us on social media for future trainings, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend.